Welcome to our Christmas memories video for 2025. I really wanted to make this video again this year just to kind of freeze time for a minute and take in just the season that we're in this stage of our family. I really wanted to celebrate in our new home, kind of capture a glimpse of what the Christmas season is like this year. The air is colder, the fog kind of rolls in to this little valley that we're nestled into and tucked into. And Sawyer is now 5 years old. I can hardly believe it. He is a grown little boy, loves helping and doing all the things. We have Jenny now. She was born in August, so this is our first Christmas with Jenny. I'm just so excited to kind of spend the day soaking up all the Christmas magic and doing some fun things with our kids around the house. So the morning started off with Tyler and Sawyer doing what they always love to do together, which is make coffee for mom and dad and make a quote-unquote coffee for him and Brody. Sawyer loves being a helper, and so Tyler would let him grind the beans up, pour the water, and we have this really fun frother, so we pour some protein chocolate milk in there and a little bit of heavy cream and kind of warm it up, and that kind of is their coffee in the morning while Tyler and I drink our coffee. It's kind of become a special tradition for the two of them. Sawyer always wakes up early. He goes to bed way sooner than Brody. Brody goes to bed later, and then Brody wakes up later. And it kind of just always has been that way.
Do it.
But I love being able to make these videos because it's like a snapshot of where we're at in our family right now in this season. I know it won't be this way forever. I know there will be a day when Sawyer doesn't make coffee with Tyler and doesn't come running into my bedroom. But for now, I am soaking up every last second of these moments. But Sawyer loves to make my coffee, and then he usually brings it into our room and wakes me up. I'm usually already awake, just kind of waiting for him. Christmas time is such a special season for us. I feel like it really is a unique time where we just kind of slow down and enjoy family time so much more than the busy summer. I love snuggling in our bed with our kids. Obviously, Jenny is so snuggly right now. She's 3 months old, and Sawyer is just the best big brother. He loves holding her, spending time with her. And then Brody, my little snoozer, he stays in bed, honestly, till somebody goes up there and pulls him out of his bed.
Mama, do you know there's water in there?
No way. And then just kind of hanging out, looking at all the glittering lights with our Christmas train. Tyler loves to make breakfast in the morning for us, but I love being able to spend the morning with the Christmas tree now fully decorated. I had officially decorated the day before, but I left a few things undecorated. That way we could do it together as a family. We have a fireplace that finally works. Every house we've had up until now, the fireplace has not worked. So this has been really special just to have a fire going. So we wanted to start this day off kind of having a good breakfast. We usually have eggs, scrambled eggs every single morning, and toast, and then sometimes sausage or bacon or whatever. But it's been a really special treat to sit at this table and just look out our window. We have such a beautiful view. Those of you that have been following, you know I had that artwork that looked like this view, and now we get to have this view permanently in our backyard, which is so special. Another really fun festive thing I love, besides having Christmas pajamas that everyone wears, I love having Christmas dishes. I feel like it really elevates the season and is a really fun thing to kind of eat breakfast or lunch or dinner on plates that are very festive.
Brody! Look! This is Brody's. There's a donut ornament!
Now, one thing that I didn't do when I decorated the tree was I didn't put any of our sentimental ornaments on there yet. I really wanted to wait until the kids could help me. We have one ornament a year that we buy for the kids that usually represents like what their hobbies are, what they're into. So Sawyer, 2 years in a row now, has had dinosaurs.
This used to be your favorite thing. You used to call that a whoa-whoa fire truck. Brody, look! This is yours. No. But you can put it on the tree. You want to put it on the tree? It's not real. It's pretend.
Brody's are usually food related. So Sawyer had an fried egg one. Brody had a donut one. Brody has a guacamole one. You know, things that they are obsessed with. And up until this point, food has been one of Brody's main priorities.
Brody, look at this. You made that at school.
Yeah,
Are you a gingerbread man?
Yeah.
Sawyer, this one was from the year you were born. It's a stork carrying baby Sawyer.
This was me when I was a gingerbread.
A lot of these ornaments I got at different points when they were babies or as they were growing. I even have an ornament of Tyler and I the first year we were married, one of our wedding photos. But I let the kids put the ornaments on themselves. I feel like that's part of the fun. Obviously, they don't put them in the quote-unquote right places. It looks a little haphazard down below, but I do think it's really fun and special just to let them be a part of that process. That bulldozer ornament my mom actually got Brody. And of course, there is no Christmas without being able to pop all of the bubble wrap. So while the kids are having fun, Tyler helps me reach all the top places because I could not reach the very tip top of the tree when I was decorating. So he helped me out in that regard, making it extra special. And then we wanted to put up a tree together, so we went and got our nice sparkly tree, and we put that up in our entryway. This tree has been in our other home in Tulsa. It was in the entryway in that home. And we don't actually put any ornaments on this tree because, as you can see, it is just such a beautiful pre-lit tree. I mean, the lights that are on this are just like, there's like a trillion lights, and it's just magical. It just looks very natural and foresty. The way the light shines off this tree is really fun. I know there will be a day when I can't hold these boys this way, but I just love picking them up and just giving them all the kisses right now. Oh, thank goodness I have Jenny because she's still little. Okay, now it is Christmas game time. So usually on these Christmas memory days, we just want to kick the season off doing something really fun. So we usually start with our finishing the tree, and then we do fun Christmas games. And this game we played last time we made this video for you guys to show you. It's called the Santa Pants game, and the kids have to try to throw some sort of ball in Santa's pants. Now, they used to be snowball-looking balls, but we lost those ones. So now we just go for footballs and basketballs. Poor Tyler.
Who came up with this game? Oh! Oh!
And Tyler made a deal with the boys. Whoever could get the most balls in the pants would win donuts. It seemed like a self-inflicting goal there, but it got them engaged and it was really fun. And then they had the nice, sweet reward of donuts that showed up at our door.
Ooh, good choice, bro. Good choice, Sawyer. All right, Tyler, time for your brand deal. Thanks, Duncan, for...
It ain't a day without Duncan. Duncan Day. Today.
Soft enough for a king. Ready?
Now, I don't know if you guys remember this Soft Enough for a King book that I shared a couple years ago, but it's a really sweet family activity book. You can read the book, and then it comes with a manger and a little doll that's like a baby Jesus. And the whole point of the book is just to read through how this little boy kind of realizes all the good deeds that he can do to make Christmas extra special. And I won't ruin the point of the story at the very end because it's really sweet. But it talks about kindness and things that you can do just to make the Christmas season extra special with your family, being kind to others and trying to make it beyond just gifts. So there's little strips of paper that you can add to the manger, and that's kind of like the hay that keeps Jesus warm, and you write down a few good things that you do to bless others during this holiday season. We just kind of hung out, enjoyed the morning all together, let the kids play, and then it was time to set up the Christmas train.
Do it.
This Christmas train has become a staple in our family. It's really sweet to have something that's memorable that the kids can build with their dad. It's a very old train. I'm praying that it lasts.
This is very fragile, okay? It's not like your wooden train. So Daddy has to build it, and you guys have to help me. But if you touch it too hard, it's gonna break, okay? So we gotta be very careful.
Because year after year, I'm worried it won't work or it won't start because it's very delicate. But luckily this year we were able to put it together and it turned on, which was great. I found this train on Facebook Marketplace. A lot of people ask me where I got it. They don't make them anymore. So the way that you find them is secondhand. But they are some of the most special Christmas trains. The track itself is pretty sensitive, so you have to be careful with it. There's a bakery, there's an ice skating rink, there's all kinds of stuff. Jenny was obsessed with this tree. We just put her down in her little rocker, and she was just staring at the tree for about 30 minutes. Very, very in a trance, a magical Christmas trance. I gave the kids a little bit of a tutorial on what a record player was. It's funny how this generation loses touch with the good old things from the olden days, if you will. I know a lot of you are cringing at olden days being a record player, but that's how it is these days. So we pulled the record player out, we put some of our favorite Christmas records on, and look at these trains, you guys. They are so special, very unique, very delicate, so be careful. But they have a control pad and they make noise. Santa kind of pops up and moves around waving. It's definitely the most nostalgic Christmas moment, I think. I feel like our kids will remember this train for years and years to come. And hopefully one day we could pass it on to them if it makes it that long.
Cheese. Smile. Are you gonna pose with the bears? Oh, are you little Red Riding Hood?
Okay, one of the final things that I love to do to kind of kick the holiday season off is to decorate our beds, to switch out our sheets and add our Christmas bedding.
Hey guys, it's time to put our Christmas sheets on.
Yay!
Usually Tyler and I are the ones to do this, but this year we tried to enlist some help as the kids get older. It was a lot more chaotic than it was productive, but memories were made.
This is gingerbread bed.
Yeah. What do you call your gingerbread?
Pineapple.
We have a gingerbread named Pineapple and a gingerbread named Gingy, brought to you by Costco. I love switching out their books and obviously their art. I have a whole pile of Christmas books and I keep them hidden until Christmas starts. That way they don't get bored with the books. I want them to be extra special when they're brought out. Just some of the most fun kind of cherry on top Christmas decorations, because not only are they decorations, but they're actually books. So we can sit down, read together, cozy up, and whether we read a Christmas story about the true meaning of Christmas or we get to read some fun Christmassy books about Santa or the Grinch, we kind of go for all of it. So it kind of helps bring and ring in that Christmas season. And we can't forget about Jenny. I got her a fun little candy cane sheet this year. Her room is not finished yet, but got to sprinkle some Christmas there as well. And then some little touches around the house, like I swap in my little Santa soap dispenser. I like to switch out my towels for more Christmassy towels, especially in the bathroom, in the kitchen. And then my sweet, sweet husband, I had to feed Jenny again, and what did he do? He went and switched out our bed sheets and set up the pillows. Now that is a good man. He knows how to decorate. He did put the art a little bit too far to the right there, but that's okay. We're just gonna let it slide. We finished our fun Christmas day off. It was actually starting to snow. It was so cold outside, which made this so much more fun. We all got in our matching Christmas pajamas and we read one of our favorite books right now, which is How the Grinch Actually Loves Christmas and what he does because he loves Christmas. And that finished off our Christmas memories video. It was a great way to kick off the Christmas season, to have fun with our kids, for everyone to get excited about the holidays, to talk about the meaning of Christmas, and just make some memories together. Thanks so much for watching, you guys, and I hope you guys have a very Merry Christmas.